Not hardware alone was how Google opened up their keynote addressing all of us today. But what exactly does that mean? Stick around and find out, and we'll go over the details.
For life on the go, we designed the world's best camera and put it in the world's most helpful phone, introducing the beautiful new Pixel 3.
They started off the keynote by saying that they've developed tools to help you control your device versus your device controlling you, which I think is a big win for Google considering how much our smartphones and smart devices control us. There were Google Home advancements that were announced, a Pixel book announcement, and a Pixel Slate? What's that? Is the Pixel Slate necessary? What has it given us? A smart display called the Google Hub. They gave us a screen. You can't help but compare a Google event to an Apple event since those are the major competitors and the major market players at the moment. Compared to what we're used to seeing and feeling from an Apple event, Google has left me underwhelmed, wanting more. Ivy Ross came on stage, and this is the person responsible for the Google Home devices. I do want to say thanks, Ivy. I think you definitely got the design of all the Google Homes right on point. The big winner of this event wasn't the Pixel 3 or the Pixel 3 XL. It was smart home technology. That's what this event was all about. It almost seems as if Google gave us the Pixel, and then all these other things were new and exciting, and I think that's what the big showcase was of today's event. Smart home automation, making your life easier. Artificial intelligence, machine learning. All of these words is things that Google uses to make your life and mine easier. There's a new smart home display called the Google Hub. It has a screen. It plays YouTube videos. Whether or not this device can take calls or make calls wasn't exactly clear to me. I would be really excited to get my hands on it and actually see it in action. But what I can tell you is I'm probably going to buy at least 2 of these devices, one for the kitchen and one for the front room. Dia Jolly came on stage next, and she went on to explain that Google Home Mini searches are up 400%. That's a lot of searches. You think it has anything to do with the fact that they're so cheap? If it's a cheap device, obviously more people can afford it. It can be in more homes, and you can use it more. Not compared to Apple's Apple HomePod, which is close to $400. They decided to not put a camera on the Google Home Hub. I'm not really too sure if this was smart. I do know if they were pushing through Google Hangouts, that would be extremely useful, even to me. I do use Hangout a lot with a lot of people in my life, but it's one of those instances where I guess they didn't want to have a creepy camera spying on you. So Google just decided they would eliminate the creepy camera from spying on you and just make that decision for you. No camera, haha. For someone who just went back into the iOS ecosystem to test out the new iPhone XS Max, why they just can't call it the iPhone X Plus, 10 Plus, I don't know, it's still annoying to me. I really can appreciate the new Home View. Home View is a welcome improvement from Apple's home control, which I find extremely clunky and has the same smart home devices represented several different ways, all within the same app. This, I think, is smoother and is easier. I'm all for the in-depth, deep Nest integration. I'm extremely excited about that. I have a Nest lock. I have a Nest thermostat. Been thinking about getting some Nest cameras, but I'm basically running it on Arlo right now. The other thing I was excited to see in the keynote is there was a DirecTV icon there. And I'm wondering to myself, will this Google Home Hub now be able to play shows on DirecTV? Or will it be able to control my DirecTV and I could just ask it to play something on demand or stream it through my DirecTV? Here's where getting the device, using the device, and putting it in play is going to be extremely important. Now, how much does this hub cost? $149. $150. That's not unreasonable. For a screen and to have the Google Assistant built into it is a big giant win. I think you're gonna like it, I'm gonna like it. I'm excited about this product. Probably more excited about this product than I am about the Pixel 3 and Pixel 3 XL, which I think it's time we talk about. I know I said we were gonna jump into the Pixel, but let's talk about the Pixel Slate book really quick. Does anybody care? Does anybody need this? Who is this device for is the question. With all the other Pixel books and all the negative reviews and issues that came out about it,
this thing is really weird to me.
This device is so unpredictable and so slow that it in itself has tried to run away from me and say, no, don't talk about me.
This is literally a Chromebook that has 16 gigs of RAM in it. You know, for all the high performance things you can do with a Chromebook. Like sending email.
Don't you think it was a little risky for Google to come on stage and make these overwhelming proclamations about how amazing it is and how everyone else loved this device, when in reality, all the reviews I saw were not very favorable at all. The build quality was there, but the user experience was horrible. Heck, even Andrew over at Talos of Tech almost had his Pixelbook explode on him. Did it? I don't think it did. But there was an issue, and Google reached out to him and said, hey, send it back, we'll fix it for you. And he's like, I just want to know how to do a hard reset. So I'm not really too sure if this device is going to be as well received by the market as Google hopes. But this is Google's attempt to take back market shares from the iPad and the iPad Pro. Are they going to be able to do it? They brought out a new backlit keyboard, which is a big giant thumbs up. Google, thank you for that. Rounded keys, which I'm extremely excited about to try that out. They talked about how quiet it was. With such a thin keyboard, it needs to be quiet. If it's clicking, something's wrong. It's either a built-in sound it's making, or there's mechanical things going on that need to be fixed. So for them to highlight this as a feature, for it to work the way it's supposed to work from the beginning, it's kind of like, what are you doing, Google? Chrome OS, who needs it? Do they need it in a tablet? Do they need it in a computer? Who is this device for? It ain't cheap. Now back to the Pixel 3, Pixel 3 XL. Let's talk about everything we don't know about this device, because there's a whole lot that we do. Was the first time they applauded in the whole entire event when they talked about the Pixel 3 camera. This camera is phenomenal. This camera is amazing. This is my prediction, if Google didn't get it right on the camera on the Pixel and the Pixel 2, Pixel 2 XL, there would be no 3. This phone is being carried by its camera and the amazing photos it takes. Without it, the Pixel is nothing but a stock Android device that's overpriced. But because that camera is so amazing, because it's so phenomenal, it carries the Pixel line. And I'm here to tell you, if you are a Pixel user and you're out with a group of friends, you become the designated photographer. You become the selfie taker. You become the group photo taker. That's the way it is. It takes phenomenal photos. And here, the camera got a little bit better. They basically got an endorsement from Annie Leibovitz. What did she do?
She's like a world-renowned photographer.
She's a world-renowned photographer. What pictures did she take? One of her most iconic photos is a picture of John Lennon and Yoko Ono together, which basically put her on the map.
Yoko Ono.
Yoko Ono. Do you see what happens when we have a peanut gallery? John Lennon and Yoko Ono together. This is a big deal for Google. In order to get an endorsement like this, she had to pick up that phone, use it, and say, this is a legit camera. This is a big giant win for Google. I can't express it enough. To have a professional at that level come forward and say, This is a solid device. This is a device that I will use. I will take pictures with this phone is a giant win. They gave us Top Shot, which takes a whole bunch of HDR photos and selects the best one for you based on your face, the colors, all that stuff. And if you think that you can select a better photo, you can go through, look at all the pictures it took, and you can pick the best one out that you want to keep. They gave us a new type of digital zoom, which takes many HDR photos, a little bit different every single time, layers them on top of each other, and then when you zoom in, it keeps the pixel density solid and the picture from pixelating and getting blurry. This is also a big win for Google. I think the camera in the Google Pixel has always been the winner, and here is no different. The second camera, which gave us that ugly, horrible notch, we're not going to talk about the notch, other than Apple did a better job at hiding it than Google did. Google tried to hide the notch, they failed. The second selfie camera is a selfie camera that takes 184% wider picture, which means you can get more of your background, more friends, more people in the photo all at once. Versus Samsung, where it has that kind of tilt feature where you literally have to tilt the camera to get the picture over here and the picture over here to center it up with the front. This camera is just wide enough. It doesn't need any of that. Portrait mode, depth field effect, the bokeh effect as we call it, can now be adjusted. And this is on par with other 2018 flagship phones. You can find it on Samsung, you can find it on Apple, so it's very natural that Google would include this feature as well. Screen calling is also new. This is legit. I love this and I hate this all at the same time. You basically use your Google Assistant to do a little mini interview to anybody that's calling you to find out if you want to take that call. Now, I love this, so I don't have to take calls I don't want to take anymore, or if it's someone that I don't know who's calling me, I can pre-screen it before I answer it. But what I don't like about it is there's a whole world of industry out there of people that are dedicated on you answering their phones, sales, all sorts of other jobs, in order for them to make a living. So I hate this for them, I love this for me. They also talked about the Pixel Dock, which seems extremely functional, very useful. I'll definitely probably buy not just one, but two. The Pixel event delivered exactly what we thought we were gonna get. We already got the phone. It's been leaked, it's been unboxed. We know everything there is to know about this device. The camera updates are amazing. Big thumbs up, Google. Thanks for those. We were definitely looking for that. What's gonna keep this device to stand out from the others? It's not the design, it's not the screen, so we needed that camera. All the other new home automation is a big thumbs up as well. Always looking to make the house smarter, easier. Nothing's more frustrating when you're trying to make your smart home more smarter than you, and you can't figure out how to get everything to work together. That's not a smart home. Now, they've come up with a way of taking one app to bring all of your other smart home technology into one little mini ecosystem on the Google Hub and on your phone. This is a big giant win for Google. I think this is what's going to set them apart from people like Apple and Samsung. Artificial intelligence, Google Duplex is on its way. You heard the man. He said it's rolling out next month. Get ready. Your personal assistant is going to be making phone calls for you. It's going to be a little creepy, but we're going to have some fun. Thanks for watching. As you know, For the Love of Tech is always doing a giveaway. The next giveaway, which you can find a link in the description of the Gleam link, is about to end. When I get back from LA next Sunday, we're going to do the giveaway. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So get ready, get in your entries, have some fun. If you want to go old school and get some Roman numeral entries, let me go ahead and get a Roman numerals 8023 in the description dash and leave me a comment and tell me what you're most excited about with this new Google event. The thing is, entries will only be accepted until this Friday. So any entries made after Friday will not be counted towards the giveaway. I need a couple days to tally these things up. Go in your drawers, go behind your bed, go under your closet, go behind your closet, go on top of your closet, just go in your closet, pull out your old electronics, things you aren't using anymore, dust them off, polish them up, shine them up, give them to someone that doesn't have them, put a smile on someone's face. For the Love of Tech,